Hi everyone. In our last sharing session, we're talking about whether to survive or to live in our day-to-day life. When we survive, we are tied down with our day-to-day life commitments, and as a result, we are counting on the full-time job in order for us to survive. But in comparison to just live, where it is very different to survive. Why is it so? It's because when we live, we are actually allowing ourselves in living the kind of life that we wish to live. And this could be as simple as to just do the things that we like or love to do in our day-to-day life. In today's episode, we'll be talking about 5 simple key steps that we can take in helping ourselves to live our life with passion, to live the kind of life that we really, really want to live. And the first simple key step here is that to change our mindset or our belief system that we are indeed capable to live the kind of life that we want to live by simply doing the things that we like or love to do. And why is it important is because if we to keep convincing ourselves that it is impossible for us to pursue our passion or to pursue our interests or to pursue the things that we like or love to do, then as a result, that will turn out to be our reality in life, that we are not able to enjoy life, but to simply just survive. Hence, remember to change our mindset to see from another perspective that to live the life that we really, really want to live is actually possible if we were to create that opportunity for ourselves. If you are wondering how we can do that, we'll share you in the next few points. Now, the second key point here that we can actually live our life with passion is to simply identify what are the top 5 things that we like or love to do. Now, you may be asking us that how is it possible for me to think what I love to do? I'm so busy with my job and I don't have free time to do things that I want to do. So how do I know what I like or love to do? It's actually very simple to identify that, and one of the ways is that to think back during your childhood times, back when you're actually 7, 8, 9, or 10 years old. Let's reimagine back during when we were a child. What are the things that we really, really like to do, or we find joy or fun in doing the things that we like to do? And this, for example, will share with you is that back then when I was a child, I like to play badminton. And until today, I know that I still love badminton as today, and I still allocate some time to actually play badminton during my free time because I simply enjoy playing badminton. Or to some of you who enjoy singing, or maybe you're really good in arts, you love drawing when you're a child, or maybe you love baking when you were a child back then. This could be a hint to us to identify what are the things that we can actually do during our free time today in order to live the kind of life with passion. And the third key point over here is that to identify what are our key strengths as well as what are the values that we live by in our day-to-day life. Why this is important is because when we know what are our key strengths or the values that we live by, it allows us to lead to a potential direction to what we want to do with our life, to live the kind of life with passion. And a very simple example here is that my key strength is that I'm good in speaking. And I know that this key skill of mine allows me to venture or explore into the possibility of me being a speaker or a presenter or potentially a trainer in my future pathways when I actually explore or to venture into. And perhaps your key strength is that you're really good in singing, and you know that because you have such a strong love for music, maybe you may actually end up to be a singer in your life, in your future life experiences, or maybe you can actually be a singer or to produce a music in Spotify, which may end up as doing what you love for your future pathways. Or it could be that to those of you who are really good in gaming, maybe you really love and enjoy playing game until today, like you love PUBG, or maybe you love Mobile Legends, or you love Dota, all these games that you enjoy playing today. Who knows? It may actually leads you to the direction that you may be a gaming developer in the future in your lifetime. And the fourth point that we can actually explore into is that after identifying, leading back to the second point, where we think about identify the top 5 things that we actually like or love to do. Now, the fourth point here is that it is important for us to allocate at the very least, 10 to 15 minutes every day, or at least 2 or 3 times a week in doing things that we like or love to do. For example, if you like to play badminton, perhaps you may want to allocate at least once a week to have a 2 hour session badminton with your friends. Or maybe if you love music, perhaps you may want to allocate 10 to 15 minutes time before your bedtime to listen to the music that you enjoy listening to. For example, it could be jazz, or it could be classical, it could be pop, or of course it could be rock, unless you want to stay energized during your sleep. All right. So, and last but not least, coming to our last point is that, which is the most important on top of all the other 4 points, is that be aware of our tendency to self-sabotaging ourselves. It is so much easier for us to actually tell ourselves that I'm lazy, or I do not have time at all to do the things that I like or love to do because I'm tied down with all my commitments. Or it could be as simply as I do not know, I'm so lost right now. By identifying this phrase that we tell ourselves in our mind is so crucial because it is so much easier for us to self-sabotage ourselves rather than take the necessary action in helping ourselves to bring ourselves a step closer to doing what we like or love to do in order to create the life that we can live with passion. And how we can actually be aware of our self-sabotages is to, of course, for example, to take note of what's happening in our mind, what are the thoughts that we actually tell ourselves in our day-to-day life, in order for us to say, thank you for sharing, but at the same time to still take the necessary action in helping ourselves to bring ourselves a step closer to where we want to be at over here. Now, these are the 5 simple key steps that we can take in helping ourselves to live our life with passion. If you feel that in today's episode is beneficial for you, do save this video for future reference. If not, we'll see you in the next episode. Take care, stay safe, see you around.